Is still to come, the 96th edition of America's Trotting Classic, the Hamiltonian, the middle leg of this trotting Triple Crown. Åke Svanstedt, he had the two elimination winners to get into this final. Delayed Hanover, Captain Corey, and they are the two to beat right now on the board. There is Captain Corey, and the trainer will drive here as well. 7 for 11 in his career. We'll be back with the Hamiltonian final next.
Gun Runner wins the
Horse of the Year, Gun Runner by Candy Ride, a 6-time Grade 1 winner by a combined 30 lengths with career earnings over $15 million, is the sire of Echo Zulu, who ran the fastest 2-year-old filly buyer of the year. Echo Zulu is one of 9 first crop winners. The leading freshman sire, as well as the leading sire of 2-year-olds.
Lady Aurelia down the center in the white and green colors is going away at the end.
Rachel's Valentina Ratzener and takes the lead.
What a star Improbable has turned into, as he is going to romp in the awesome again.
It's Improbable and Erod Ortiz Jr. to win the Whitney.
It is a complete runaway for Improbable.
Madonna on the outside, going to outrun Going Global, and Madonna's won the San Clemente. Mazon wins it. Tripoli on the outside, Express Train and Royal Ship. Express Train, the more they asked, the more he gave.
And it will be Wish to win the 106th running of the Sanford Stakes, and he did it decisively.
We're back on Saratoga Live. What an incredible performance from Nixco we just witnessed in the Grade 1 Whitney, and we have special coverage right now coming up from East Rutherford, New Jersey, and the Meadowlands, and the premier event of standardbred racing with the Hamiltonian. And here to talk us through this race, Anthony Stabile. Anthony, why is this race so important?
Greg, the thoroughbred equivalent of the Hamiltonian is the Kentucky Derby. When people ask in harness racing which race you've won, they want to know about the Hamiltonian. Just like our Kentucky Derby, these 2-year-olds turn 3. They go through the rigors of the campaign as a juvenile and get to this point. The biggest day, the biggest race in all of harness racing down at the Big M in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Hamiltonian's where it's at. Another thrilling renewal set to come your way this year.
And the way, Anthony, you really want to come into this, you would think, is having the fastest elimination times, and the horses who win that, the standardbreds who win those. Åke Svanstedt has the two who won their eliminations, Delayed Hanover and Captain Corey. He seems to be sitting with a pretty strong hand.
Strong hand. He has a third runner in here, too, the number 9, Ambassador Hanover, who's a bit of a price now at 31-1. Delayed Hanover, in his elimination, the favorite went off stride. 4 to 5 favorite Dancing in the Dark went off stride going to the far turn. Delayed Hanover came down the center of the course and got the money. The other elimination was won by Captain Corey. To me, Greg, Captain Corey looked tons better than Delayed Hanover. Yannick Gingras going to pick up the mount, the drive on Delayed Hanover. Dexter Dunn, who drove Delayed Hanover in the elimination win, he opts for really fast. So I think the stronger elimination was won by Captain Corey. The public seems to agree 5-2 right now on the favorite.
Yeah, Captain Corey, the 4 who you're looking at, the 5-2 favorite for this Hamiltonian final. Let's check in right now with Jessica Otten for more.
Thanks. It is, you know, the sun is going away and the wind is picking up, but it's still a great day here in East Rutherford, New Jersey at the Meadowlands, and it's a great event coming up, the 96th edition of the Hambletonian. And it's a wide open event, honestly. We had those 2 limb winners, Delayed Hanover and Captain Corey out of the Aki's Fonsaid barn. Yannick Gingras will pick up the drive on Delayed Hanover. I just saw Captain Corey go by me, and Aki's scoring him down very hard, very aggressively, so we can look to see him forwardly placed. But there is one thing you should note. The front end has not been holding up well. Most of the races have been coming from off the pace or in the pocket, so that is one thing to keep in mind as well. The 2 take-all-comers had a really nice elimination. He had the fastest last quarter in both eliminations. He finished 4th. He's got a key inside post. He's very versatile as well. It's a great story behind him. Son of a Mystery, that line on your program page seems a little bit deceiving. He finished up the mile with tons and tons of trot. Then you have the 7 really fast, who finished up the mile as well with trot. That's the Nancy Tactor trainee in here. 1 of 3 for Nancy Tactor and Dexter Dunn's Choice, so that speaks volume as well. He'll start from post 7. He didn't race as a 2-year-old, so he was coming into this race a little bit more unexperienced than the rest of them, but he's really shown us a lot here. So my pick in the Hambletonian is going to be the 4, Captain Corey. I love what I've seen on the track from scoring down aggressively. Back to Greg.
Jessica, thank you. And yeah, Captain Corey, the 2-to-1 favorite. He's been a win machine, 7 for 11 in his career. Anthony, we also have a husband-wife team in here with the horse who was last year's 2-year-old trotting champion. That is Venerate, although the last 12 years, 2-year-old champs have not done too great in this race. Only Pinkman back in 2015 would go on to win the Hamiltonian.
Yeah, they haven't fared well. This horse has not had the same success as a sophomore as he did last year. He's a good price on the board right now at 9-1. We'll see. He kind of picked up pieces, Greg, behind Captain Corey, who was very good last week. We'll see if he can improve off of that 3rd place finish. I think that line beaten less than 3 lengths, a little deceiving. Captain Corey was well within himself the last 16th of a mile or so.
We're taking a look at the 10 here. Quattro de Julio. He was the 2nd swiftest 2-year-old of last year. He's coming off a 2nd in his elimination. An interesting story here. Trainer Mary Ortland Barr had actually retired and credits this horse with actually saving her life. She knew the moment she saw this horse he was special, and she actually returned to training because of him.
A Jersey Sire Series veteran here. He ran well. He raced well last week, finishing 2nd. You know, post position going the mile, not as big a deal in harness racing as it would be on a half-mile track. Yonkers a half-mile track, the Meadowlands a mile track. Not as big a deal. But when you combine the fact that he is drawn in post 10, and what Jessica said when we went down to her in Jersey, that the speed doesn't seem to be holding up, I would imagine from the 10 hole, he'll be leaving today. I don't know if that bodes well for him on today's racetrack.
That is a look at the 7, really fast. Nancy Tactor, she has 3 in the race. Of course, her father, a Hall of Famer. He won this race 4 times in his career, and this would be a first for her.
Yeah, this horse was in the Captain Corey elimination last week. He came first up with about 3/8 of a mile to go. He kept on charging to Captain Corey, but quite frankly, Greg, he was the 7-5 favorite. He just could not, with having every chance to gun Captain Corey down, he could not make a dent in that lead.
Meanwhile, look at the 2 here. Take all comers for trainer Jim Campbell. He's won this before. You look at the 95 previous Hamiltonians, nearly half of them have been won by the same 12 trainers, but the last 5, it's been a first-timer getting this prestigious victory. It is post time for the 96th running of the Hamiltonian. From the Meadowlands, Ken Workington with the call.
To the 1 Delayed Hanover, and we've got a trio at actually 2 at 4-1 here, 6 and 7. Son of a Mystery and Really Fast, Dexter Dunn's Choice over the 1 Delayed Hanover. Field of 10, 3-year-olds are lined up for the 2021 96th Hambletonian for $1 million. Race 15, here they come for the Hambletonian. And the 3-year-olds are off and trotting in the Hamiltonian. Quattro de Julio tried to fire out Son of a Mystery. Captain Corey from the inside, delayed. Hanover protects rail, and he surges early there. Take all comers into the top 5 around the first turn. Spy Booth got away 6th on the inside. Then it's Locatelli, followed by Really Fast and Venerate, and Ambassador Hanover is the early trailer. Early battle here. It's Captain Corey. Akis Fonstead wants command. So Quattro de Julio, after a quick start, looks to be wrangled back into second. 26, a hot quarter in the Hambletonian. Delayed Hanover tightens in from 3rd off the speed. Son of a Mystery is tightening in from 4th there across the backstretch. Take all comers is 5th. Really Fast on the outside, fishing for cover in 6th. Spy Booth on the inside 7th. Then comes Venerate on the outside 8th. And Ambassador Hanover looks to get underway. Locatelli pinned in near the rear of the field. At the half, it's Captain Corey, and he's still going at it with Quattro de Julio. And they duel past the half in 54 seconds, stride for stride. Captain Corey on the inside, and he's in front by about a half a head. Quattro de Julio, tough trip on the outside. Delayed Hanover off the dueling leaders. Son of a Mystery looking to catapult as well. Take all comers, 3rd over 5th on the outside, needs to fan out now. Spy Booth is buried on the inside 6th. Really Fast is 4th over, excess cover in the outside 7th. Locatelli in heavy traffic. At 3/4, it's still Captain Corey trying to see it through. 1:22 and 3 in the stretch of the 96th Hamiltonian. Captain Corey scoots clear by 2. Captain Corey, Akis Fonstead working away. Off the cones, delayed Hanover, towering up on the far outside. Ambassador Hanover almost there. Captain Corey, Akis Fonstead is Captain Hamiltonian. Captain Corey. Spy Booth scooting through on the inside. Flying late Ambassador Hanover. Then delayed Hanover. Captain Corey in 1:51 all the way.
Captain Corey takes the 96th edition of this Hamiltonian. We mentioned he had won it back in 2017. That was via disqualification with Perfect Spirit. Not going to have to worry about the stewards in this one at all. What a dominant performance from Captain Corey.
And if he was good in his elimination victory last week, Greg, he was great today. Quattro de Julio from the outside draw just put pressure on him from the get-go. Yannick Gingras and Delayed Hanover closed the hole and did everything they could to stay on top of this horse. Quattro de Julio put the pressure on the whole way. Captain Corey was having none of it today. What a performance. 151, shaves 2/5 of a second off his elim win from last week.
Captain Corey, dominant here as he has been throughout most of his career. 8 for 12 lifetime, and now this signature win, taking the Hamiltonian for Akis Fonstead. Anthony Stabile, we appreciate you helping out here on our coverage, and what a performance once again.
Yeah, fantastic performance. Congratulations to all of the connections of Captain Corey, and we'll see you down the line, Mr. Wolf.
All right, Big A, thank you very much. We got more coming up here from this Whitney Day coverage here at Saratoga. Captain Corey impressive in that Hamiltonian. Back with me, bringing them back in for the final 2 here on the card. And Gary Stevens, the Hall of Famer, does it all here.
He probably broke it.
What would Tom Amoss do without a Hall of Fame jockey by his side?
Well, he's going to go without ear because he broke it. You need the tech guy in here.
Forevermore, Tom Amoss is going to be a lot more gentler with jockeys.
I guess I am the tech guy. Did you get hooked up? No.
Our next race coming up here at Saratoga, this 11th on the card. Mile and an eighth, an allowance optional claiming field, and this is a look at part of the entry in there. Here's Danny California, Luis Saez for Rudy Rodriguez at 5-1. That's the remaining half of the entry. And the rail is going to go to Superfecto in here. Ralph Nix, John Velasquez. It's already been a big afternoon for him with a Grade 1 win in the Saratoga Derby. Manny Franco will ride Risk Taking, who we last saw in the Preakness for Chad Brown. It's at 4-1 for Klarovich Stables. Candy Tycoon, 4-year-old son of Twirling Candy, sent out by Todd Pletcher, newly minted Hall of Famer, comes in off a win at Monmouth. Empty Tomb, this is our favorite right now for Mike Maker. He's a leading trainer at the meet, 5-2 here.
Gonna try and do exactly what Nick's Go just did, taking gate to wire.
Indeed, he's a 4-time winner. Here's Air Attack, the 5-year-old for John Toscano.
Yeah, claimed 3 back, and a horse that really will kind of need to set up and maybe some things to happen to have any chance in this spot.
Another speedster here. Orlando Noda sends out Lost in Rome 11-1.
Yeah, he'll be keeping the Empty Tomb company up front.
And Chestertown, $2 million son of Tappet for Steve Asmussen.
Yeah, hasn't run since May and has been gelded since then. Sometimes that can really make a big difference for horses. This New York bred has a chance to step up today.
So 4 minutes to post here in this 11th on our Whitney Day card. And that is a look at risk-taking, who looked so good when he won his 3-year-old debut in the Grade 3 Withers on the road to the Kentucky Derby. It's been tough going since then in the Wood and Preakness.
Yeah, this is an excellent race. I mean, he goes around, he quickens, he's hard ridden to the wire, but, you know, nonetheless runs a very, very good race here in winning and looking to get back to that kind of form.
So looking to get back to that form, and off the bench, you're coming back against older horses as well. I know we're later in the year, but fairly tough starting point to come back at, trying to tackle this 2-turn mile and an eighth as well.
I think that's an excellent point. And not only is he running against older horses, but he's at a high enough condition, which is the second level allowance. You go first level, second level, that when you're facing these older horses at that level, particularly here at Saratoga at the beginning of August, that is a difficult task for a 3-year-old. And as you say, coming off a layoff.
You can play this race, all the action we're bringing you all summer long, of course, with NYRA Bets. Go to NYRABets.com, download the app, use that code there for new members, SPA200, and bet any track, anywhere, anytime, all summer long. Let's go to Maggie for more.
I will see risk-taking come back in this allowance race, as you guys were just saying. And when he was against fellow 3-year-olds, he actually looked a bit bigger and imposing, but it's such a disparity when you see them in a field full of older horses for the first time, because he actually does look slightly on the smaller side relative to his competition. And he's a horse that started his career, and I remember Chad really liking him, and he didn't run that well for his first 2 starts, albeit one being on the turf. But he was just a horse that needed to race into fitness, and now he has this layoff to contend with. I like him as a horse. I just don't know if today is really going to be his day, as he does get Lasix for the first time. Next, we'll move on to number 8, and that is Chestertown, the $2 million 2-year-old purchase that I'd been hoping from the get-go that they'd geld, but you can't do that when you have a pedigree of Tappet out of Artemis Agriterra. You pay $2 million for him, but they finally have done it now as a 4-year-old, because this horse has just been so unfocused throughout his entire racing career. And even being in Steve's Belmont barn with his assistant Toby Sheets, and he would just be biting and trying to jump on everybody and just not focused whatsoever. And Chestertown is a horse that I think is going to really improve with being gelded. He was so much more focused today talking about Chestertown, and I just think this move, the ultimate equipment change, is going to make a change in Chestertown. Number 2 just caught my eye, honestly, Superfecto. He looks to be one of the pace setters and hopefully taking advantage of that inside post position with John Velasquez for Ralph Nix. Embroiled in a fast pace last time with Lost in Rome, who finished 15 lengths behind the winner, and this guy only beaten 3 that day. I don't like the way the horses that finish in front of him have come back to run. This guy looks the part. Love what I'm seeing from him, and like him getting back out to a 1.8 mile distance. Guys?
Maggie, thank you. That $2 million son of Tappet, yeah, you never want to make that change with a horse that you spent this much on, but they felt like they needed to make the move, and you like Chestertown today. What'd you like, Tom?
Well, I like what Maggie talked about. I mean, oftentimes as a trainer, the decision to geld a horse, particularly an expensive horse like Chestertown at $2 million, is a difficult one to make. So you're doing everything in your power, all your training skills, to make that horse focus on racing. And finally, at some point, if it's not showing up in the afternoons, and it's not for Chestertown, you have to make that call to the owners and say, hey, this is the route I think we need to go. I'm sure a difficult call for the connections, but Steve Asmussen's as good as there is in our business. We've seen that over the last week in him breaking the record, and he's tried all he can. He knows that this is what he needs now to make this horse run his best. So with Chestertown, I look for a big improvement here, and I like what he's showing us on the track via Maggie telling us that he seems very focused.
And we saw Ricardo Santana Jr. There he is, Gary, putting those goggles on. He'll have the outside post here.
Yeah, he'll have the outside post, and look for him to just get away clean, be stalking. There's plenty of pace in here for this horse. Should get a good stalking trip just to the outside lane, 3rd or 4th, I would say.
First turn comes up fairly quick here. We're set for the 11th. Let's go upstairs. Here's John Imbrial.
And they're off. Bit of a bobble there at the start for number 3, Risk Taking. It is Candy Tycoon going out for the lead. Now Superfecto moves up down at the rail, and Danny California is right there as they round the clubhouse turn. Superfecto has come away with the lead. And Candy Tycoon is next in second, then Danny California in third. Lost in Rome's on the outside in fourth. Empty Tomb is alongside in fifth. Chestertown runs in sixth. To his inside is a Risk Taking, and trailing the field is Air Attack in eighth. And now they're on the backstretch after a quarter in 23 and 1. Superfecto leads here by a length and a quarter, with Candy Tycoon running in second and Danny California next in third. Then a gap of 3 lengths back to Empty Tomb down at the rail running in fourth. Lost in Rome on the outside in fifth, followed by Risk Taking, and then Air Attack and Chestertown. Half mile went in 46 and 4/5 seconds. Superfecto is holding on to the lead here, with Candy Tycoon second by a neck. On the outside is Danny California in third. Then it's a gap of better than 4 lengths to Empty Tomb, who is racing in fourth, followed at the rail by Risk Taking, and on the outside by Lost in Rome. Superfecto is still there. Danny California on the outside moves to second. Candy Tycoon is next in third. Then Empty Tomb. On the inside, Air Attack has made progress as the field comes off the turn and enters the stretch. 3/4 went in 1:10 and 2. It is Superfecto challenged here by Danny California. Danny California on the outside. Superfecto down towards the rail. The two of them are right together as they come for the 16th pole. Danny California and Superfecto. Danny California narrowly. Superfecto in second. It is Danny California to win it by 3/4 of a length. Superfecto was second, then Empty Tomb and Risk Taking.
Danny California, the 6-year-old, out-dueling Superfecto, 33rd winner of the meet for the meet's leading rider, Luis Saez.
Yeah, look how clean the silks are on your winner, the one, Danny California, as well as the second-place finisher, Superfecto. They went to the lead early here. They went all the way around there. If you're coming from off the pace, there's no way you can tell what color those blinkers are. But, Gary, as you know, when you make the lead, you're going to come back with some clean blinkers, and those two went around there 1-2 all the way.
Went around 1-2, and Luis Saez is doing everything right now here at the Saratoga meet, winning race after race. It's going to be a great battle between the Ortiz brothers and Luis Saez right to the end.
And how about Rudy Rodriguez? Longines test earlier on in the card. Now he takes the 11th with this veteran. 1, 2, 5, 3. There's Rudy Rodriguez. What a Whitney Saturday he is having. Multiple win afternoon, including a grade 1. And Danny California, he's been a veteran on this circuit for quite a while. This is the 8th win of his career for this son of a Fleet Alex. Big day for that barn. We'll be back. Danny California at 6-1. We'll recap the Whitney. And, of course, the Hamiltonian, Captain Corey, standing tall at the Meadowlands. We'll be back.
Eclipse champion Blame. Among sires with less than 10 crops, he has more Grade 1 winners than any stallion standing under $100,000, including Grade 1 winners Nadal, Marley's Freedom, Fault, Abscond, and French Classic winner Singa. Plus these recent standout performers. With success on the track and with yearlings bringing up to $400,000, this proven son of Arch is truly a gold value stallion. Blame, standing at Claiborne Farm.
Considering horse ownership? Get off the bench and get in the game. We have one goal. Make racehorse ownership a slam dunk.
It's Maxim Rate close to home. Maxim Rate has won the game lead.
A terrific finish in the Woody Stevens that goes to drain the clock by a head.
Slam dunk racing. Come win with us.
We're back on Saratoga Live. And oh, how sweet it is for Captain Corey, your Hamiltonian winner in this middle leg of the Trotting Triple Crown, drinking from the cup. And Oki Savonstadt, trainer and driver of this 3-year-old. What a performance, too. Not just the win and the biggest race there is in the sport, but he was dominant. Off as your 6-5 favorite, returning $4.60 for the win. That, of course, part of our crossbreed cross-country pick 5 on this Whitney Saturday.
You know how good that big silver thing would look in the backyard here at Saratoga with about, well, maybe not for you, but for me, Miller High Life is the beer. So just about 12 Miller High Lifes and some ice. Be just fine back there.
All I need is Blue Mountains. I'll leave it at that.
Danny California.
Isn't that a song?
Victorious Red Hot Chili Pepper song, actually. This horse named after the song.
Wow.
Luis Saez, second winner today. He's got 33 at the meet to lead the way. $15.80 for the win.
Oh, sorry. I always have side conversations here with Rudy Rodriguez, and yes, named after the Chili Pepper song. His brother also, Freaky Styley, named after the Chili Pepper song. But Rudy, Danny California today, kind of icing on the cake. Let's go back, though, to the Grade 1 test with Bella Sofia. Your third Grade 1 win up here at Saratoga. For a horse that started, that I'm going to call you out here, wanted to run in a maiden claimer first time out.
Yes, because I know they pay 20. So, you know, when you pay 20, we got to take a chance.
Well, it's kind of funny because you ran Condo Commando in
5,000 over here in Saratoga, and she win by 10 lines. You know, we got to take a chance. We're here in this game to take a chance, and we did. So far, everything is working good.
Are you good at poker? I mean, because
no.
Well, Rudy, too, you know, it's been documented that you are a guy who likes to get on his own horses in the morning, and obviously you're a Grade 1 winning rider, too. But, Rudy, do you get on Bella Sofia in the morning?
No.
Do you get on Danny California in the morning?
Yes.
I used to ride him, too, as a 2-year-old. He's a lovely...
Very easy going. You know, when we claimed it, he was a little anxious to go right away, but now I can let him stay all alone. With Bella Sofia, she don't want no paro standing around. She just want to... Just let me do my job and get me out.
Well, that's the one thing with trainers that get on their own horses. You got to find the ones that'll stand so you can watch the rest of your other horses train.
Pretty much that's what we're doing with her. But with Bella Sofia, we've been, Nick Salusto tell us to take the pony with her, and that's what we've been doing all along. Because she don't want it. In the store, you can go in and she's a sweetheart. But as soon as she goes to the track, she's a different kind of horse.
She is a bull in a china shop. Rudy, job well done with your winners, but especially such a great win in the test today.
Thank you very much, Maggie. And yes, living a dream.
He's living the high life. Rudy Rodriguez, always such a pleasure to catch up with. And, you know, he works so hard. So I think these wins, oh, he's got to saddle another one? What? He always, you know, it's so meaningful because he works so hard, and it's so rewarding when you have days like this at the track. And he just said, I'm living on cloud 9 right now. Greg.
California, rest in peace. Simultaneous release. This is my ultimate hunch play. California kid moving to the East Coast, Tom.
Okay, Greg. Okay.
What's wrong with Tom today?
Jeez.
And we got the nightcap coming up. Are you all right?
These two have been going at it for a while.
I feel bad for Gary having to sit between us.
I fix his earpiece and mine stops.
Gary's just the ultimate team player, putting up with us. We're going to have a recap of Nick's Go and what happened in the Whitney in that loaded field in the handicap division. Stay with us. More Saratoga Live next.
Down to the line together. Battle of Midway Piso. Mana Boy Girl.
Battle is on, and it's fog of war.
9 and Kofefe does it.
But no catching. Free drop Billy. It is Speech and Javier.
And Cambia Parker.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Resorts World Catskills, your closest casino resort experience, is so close. Stay the night and get your game on. Play live table games or thousands of slots. Resorts World Catskills.
Here comes Overboard on the outside, and it will be Overboard.
It's Double Thunder, streaking under the wire to win the Bashford Manor.
Looking for excitement? Race to Twin Spires, where you can take advantage of our $200 new player offer right now. Just use code GET200 to start earning your $200 bonus with Twin Spires, where you can bet on the best racing from across the globe right in the palm of your hand. Plus, if you're looking for help to find a winner, check out our expert picks available on the app for every race. Twin Spires. Download the app and bet today.
We're back on Saratoga Live on Whitney Day here in Saratoga Springs. Knicks Go, so impressive in one of the premier races in the handicap division. We're going to take a look back on that performance coming up in just a moment. Meanwhile, in East Rutherford, New Jersey, in the Hamiltonian, Captain Corey for Okies von Stott, impressive as could be. Let's go to Jessica Otten for more.
Thanks so much. I am joined by co-owner, trainer, and driver Aki Sponset. Aki, let's talk a little bit about that performance today. Big performance. He overcame the front end bias, and he had pressure on him the whole mile.
Yeah, it was very fast the first half, and then it was fast into the last turn also. But I was afraid they were going to come from behind, but he was very strong.
He's a super colt he covers the ground so awesome with his stride. Were you confident coming to the wire?
Oh yes, of course, but oh yes, and it's just to go in the front when I come there, so I never let anyone come. So.
It doesn't get more exciting than standing in the Hamiltonian winner's circle. How are you feeling?
Oh, very good, of course.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Jessica, thank you. What a moment. Having won one before, but again, that came via disqualification. To win this one outright so impressively, you've had major wins in your career, breakthrough wins, so you know what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, this is, in harness racing, this is the race. So to win the Hamiltonian has got to be just a thrill like we get here in thoroughbred racing. You winning the Derby multiple times, be the Oaks, so that's how it works.
I had the pleasure to get the drive at Los Alamitos Racecourse years ago, and it is a thrill. I'd never driven one before. They're fast, but it's dangerous for those drivers as what it is for these jockeys that have been performing out there all day long. So my hat's off to the drivers and the horses.